Hello, hello friends. Today we are reading another chapter of Box of Shocks. I believe we are on chapter 14. We are so close to the end. Oh my goodness. All right, let's just jump right in. I take a couple of breaths. I always do when I'm nervous. The last 2 times I sneaked back into my old house, I nearly got caught. The kid and his parents aren't supposed to be home for a while, but you never know. That's a chance I have to take. Holding the cardboard box with Bubbles and his bowl in one arm, I turn the knob on the back door and push. The door doesn't budge. I put the box down on the porch, turn the knob with both hands, and push it again. It still won't open. Great. For once they decide to lock the stupid door. Luckily, the back door key is still hidden under the rock. I run and grab the key, put it in the lock, jiggle it a few times, and give it a turn. When I turn the knob and push, the door doesn't budge. Come on, you stupid door. Open, I growl, pushing a couple more times with no luck. It must be jammed or something. I don't have much time, so I'm not going to fight with the door. Instead, I pick up the box with Bubbles and I scoot around to the side of the house. I hope no one sees me as I step up to the door and give the doorknob a turn. Unlike the back door, it swings open easily and I scurry into the house. There's no time to snoop around, so I head straight up the stairs to my old room. I walk up the stairs carefully, taking them one at a time so Bubbles won't get sloshed around too much. At the top of the stairs, I turn left, head down to my old room, and push the door open. Nothing's changed. The room is still as empty as it was the last 2 times I was here. I take Bubbles' bowl out of the box and look around for a good place to leave him. It's not like there's a desk or a table or even a shelf, and I can't just leave a fishbowl in the middle of the floor. What about the windowsill? It's wide enough to balance a fishbowl. It's the perfect place to leave Bubbles. As I take a step towards the window, I stop. Did I hear something? I listen. Yes, I did. And it's the last sound on earth I want to hear. I'd rather hear an erupting volcano or a hurricane tearing the house off its foundation than the coughing, sputtering sound of the old car. The gravel crunches under the tires. The engine belches, then dies. There's the squeal of a car door opening. Then there are voices, angry, loud, raspy, nasty voices. So here I am. One more time, stuck inside their house. The last 2 times I was lucky to get away. I don't like the idea of trusting my luck a 3rd time in a row. I hear the side door squeak as it opens and the sound of heavy footsteps in the hall. There's only one way for me to escape from this room. I run towards the window, but my foot catches on the corner of the mattress. As I fall, the fishbowl slips out of my hands. It hits the floor and explodes into a million pieces of glass. Water spreads out in all directions across the bedroom floor. In the middle of all of this is a tiny Siamese fighting fish flipping and flopping for its life. I lunge toward the fish, pouncing on Bubbles, trying to gather him up and make my escape before the parents can catch me. But fish are slippery, and catching Bubbles isn't easy. I try to cup him in my hands, but he flips and slips between my fingers, slithering out across the floor. There are footsteps coming up the stairs. Along with the footsteps, there's shouting. I make one more grab for Bubbles. If I don't catch him this time, I'll have to decide between leaving my pet fish to die on the floor or getting caught by this kid's scary parents. Another lunge. I've got him. I can feel the small fish wriggling between my palms of my hand, but this time I won't let him slip through. As I step towards the window to make my escape, the bedroom door swings open. I whirl around and see the kid staring at me from across the room. Behind him is the slow thump, thump, thumping, of his parents wheezing and shouting as they climb the stairs. He looks scared, but I have a feeling it's not me he's afraid of. I hold out Bubbles in my hand and say, "Here, take him. He's yours." The kid reaches out and gently picks up Bubbles with both hands. For one short second, he smiles. The same smile I'd seen every lunch hour when he ate the food I left in his locker. But the smile's gone as he glanced behind him. Now he's looking scared, really scared. He kicks his foot back, banging the door shut. Then he nods towards the window and whispers, "Go!" It's the first word I've ever heard him say. He presses his back against the bedroom door and stretches out his legs, bracing himself with all his strength. "Go, go, go!" he says. I run to the window, yank it open, and step into the rainy, wet roof. Before closing the window, I take one more look back into the room. The kid's pushing back against the door, and I could hear his parents banging on the other side and shouting. "Go, go, go!" he says. I hold on to the window ledge, not trusting my footing on the wet wooden shingles. Already I can feel my feet slipping. I know as soon as I let go of the window ledge, I'll be rocketing down the roof like I'm on a water slide. But it's not like I have many choices. I have to move away from the window before the kids' parents get through the door and into the bedroom. I can't let them see me. Before letting go, I take one last look into the room. The kid's still bracing himself against the door. Then he lifts his hands and... What? Was I seeing things? Or did the kid just pop Bubbles into his mouth? Suddenly, my wet fingers lose their grip on the window ledge. My feet fly out from under me, and I take off across the shingles, sliding on my butt, skittering down the roof, rocketing towards the edge. There's no time to think. Everything's happening so quickly. At the edge of the roof, I grab for the rain gutter. I catch it with my fingers and hold tight as my legs slide over the edge and swing down. I'm hanging from the gutter, my feet dangling high above the ground, and my fingers are losing their grip. I'm just about to fall down into the darkness and land who knows where. At least last time I had a bush to slow my fall. Even then I nearly broke my ankle, but this time it could be worse. Way worse. My fingers are cramping. I can't hold on. I suddenly feel something grab my legs. Yeah! I scream, "Let me go!" But then I hear, "Shh, it's okay, Ollie. Just let go. I've got you." It's Dad's voice. And that's the end of chapter 14. What an exciting chapter. Did the boy eat his fish? Why did he pop it into his mouth? His parents sound very scary. Anyway, I hope you guys join me for chapter 15. I promise that one's a little longer. I will see you next time. Please stay safe and goodbye.